Hey guys and girls, Poketon King here, back with another video. This is the first video in a while that I've done actually the start like this. I've been in front of the camera now probably for the last like 20 videos. We haven't really done any openings, which we will start doing again. It's just super busy. But we've got BGS returns here. This is probably going to be my final BGS returns for a while, if not ever. There's a bit of glare there. So this is Black Label grading. They're a middleman company. I will be making a video at some point soon about my thoughts on BGS and the middleman companies and such like that. There's definitely a lot of improvement that BGS need to do. But yeah, so we got returns here. I already see the silver label for Flesh and Blood. Little surprise, honestly. Flesh and Blood grades really hard. There is a mixture in here of multitude of card games here. So it'll be interesting to see kind of what we get. So we'll start off with... so we got BGS 9. I'm trying to see if we can get some better light in here, actually. Is that going to be... Oh, a second. I haven't done one of these for a while, so my setup is kind of non-existent. Oh, there's just so much glare. I'm trying to stop the glare. BGS slabs are notoriously the worst for that. Fuck it. We got glare. I'm sorry. BGS 9... this is a promo card. This is quite an old one now, a couple of years old. It's Bolton, Breaker of Dawn. So this is the adult Bolton, which might be interesting. I don't know what the values of this is. When I sent this in January. So it's got 9.5 on edges and surface and 9 on corners and centering. Yeah, that's fairly fair. The centering is definitely off. Corners-wise... I feel it's a bit harsh on corners, honestly. The corners aren't completely nicked. It's really hard to get anything on corners and that. So we got Bolton there. Heart of Ice. These cards are also like really... BGS 9, that is a shame. Surface 8.5. Considering this is all packed fresh. Centering 9 is just... Centering is definitely off. There's a lot of rubbish on these. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the reason why I'm kind of getting out of grading Flesh and Blood to BGS. But that's for another. But usually they're quite fair, but 9 on everything bar surface, just 8.5. It feels a bit unfair. We have got a gold label. Oh, finally, we got the 9.5 on the caution. Brilliant. Forget how heavy these slabs are. 9.5 on the caution. Really happy with this. Unfortunately, we didn't get a quad plus, but we got 9 on corners, 9.5 on edges and surface, and 10 on centering. So my last caution was a BGS 9, so I'm really happy to upgrade this. So now out of the first 5 fables, I've got 3 of them in 9.5. My library and I are still 9s, unfortunately. But really happy to have a 9.5 of this. That's a... We'll have a pile. Nice. This is a Lisbeth, Blacksmith Lisbeth, SP, BGS 10, 9.5 on the center again. Wow. So BGS, you know, I'm going to kind of move into my personal afflictions with BGS in this video because I can't not. But I've graded, you know, a few slabs now for Weiss anyway, and I always get the 9.5 on center, and everything else gets 10. It's really hard to grade Weiss, and you know, looking at this, yeah, it's hard to see on camera. But it's a absolutely lovely card. It's quite a recent card anyway. BGS 10. Yeah, it's nice. I really would love a black label. I don't think I'm ever going to get a black label, but probably because I won't ever submit to PGS again. But absolutely lovely card anyway. Japanese, so it's got the actual signature on it. It's a really nice signature as well. The voice actor for Lisbeth, she does really nice signatures. All of the Lisbeth signatures are really nice. So very happy with that. We got PGS 10. Probably the only BGS 10 of the video, but very nice. We got another Flesh and Blood. Oh, we got 9.5 on the Carrion Husk. Boom, that is a big one. Carrion Husk's price has kind of... I actually forgot I even had this card. The price of this has gone up It went up quite a bit when people were starting to spec on Shadow, on Levia. So I don't know what the price is settled on this now. 9 on the corners again. Yeah, 9 on the corners is very fair on this one, actually. All the corners got a slight small nick, so, you know, that's quite fair. But 9.5 nonetheless. On Flesh and Blood, 9.5 is quite hard to get. We got Pokemon. I don't remember what we sent here. Oh, the promo, yeah. Which one was this? This is a Japanese one, I think. Yeah. I sent one to PSA and one to BGS. That is a shame. 2 10s and 2 9.5s. Should that not be a 10? Maybe not. But a very nice card indeed anyway. It's for the Pikachu collection. I did send it with the intent of it getting maybe a black label. I don't know. PSA a little bit less harsh on, so I might crack this and just send it to PSA because 9.5 Pokemon's not great. Duel Masters. I know what this card is. This is a Black Lotus 20th anniversary memorial pack that came out. I got a few of these, and I thought I'd send one off. Oh, we got a Quad Plus. I'm happy with that, actually. 9.5. 10 on the corners. Quad Plus. Very nice card. It's just such a pretty card. I got a couple of copies of this. I might just slowly grade all of them over time. But a really nice card nonetheless. Shout out to Matt, Scoot Monkey Collectibles. He's one of my best mates. He actually mentioned about this card to me, so I immediately purchased a few copies. It is probably the only Black Lotus I'll ever own. Obviously, if you don't know what Black Lotus is, it's the most famous card in Magic the Gathering. Alpha Black Lotuses famously cost upwards of $1 million in high grades. Even beta and unlimited. And even like the reprint version they did in the anniversary one is stupid expensive. But this is just an absolute pretty card, and I'm really happy to have this in my collection. I see another gold Flesh and Blood card, by the way, so I'm getting really hyped because gold Flesh and Blood is... that's nice. 9.5 on the center, and again... Fuck you, BGS. I pulled this myself, actually, and I wanted to get it graded. I'm a Disney, Pixar. There's actually a hair inside this. Inside the sleeve. I'm going to get that out because I don't want that inside my... That's really nice. I can't remember if BGS sleeve the cards up themselves. But that's... It is on the slab. I was going to say, if that was under the slab, I would have lost it. Let me re-sleeve this. Yeah, this is a really nice card. I absolutely love Pixar and Disney, and Up is one of my favourites. Just a really pretty card. Yeah, it's just a nice card. Very happy with that. Glad to get another 10 as well. I'm gonna... I graded Magic the Gathering as well. Alright, we're gonna go to the last Weiss card, which is 9.5 on the centre in again. This is quite a common thing with, especially Weiss anyway, where all my 10s have got the same grade. And a lot of the time, if you crack it and resend it, well, not a lot of the time, but a good percentage of the time, when you crack it and resend it, you can get a black label. Really nice card anyway. Really just absolutely lovely card. The ceremony from Return of the Jedi. Just, yeah, absolutely beautiful cards. Massive Star Wars fan, so I got a load of these cards because I think these are really pretty. I've got a couple other copies, so maybe I'll send some to PSA, who knows. But really nice card nonetheless. So in terms of Weiss, all three got 10s. And all got the same grade, the 9.5 on centering. So I know if some of you that collect Weiss Schwarz are watching right now, probably Mike will be watching this. Yeah, 9.5 on the centering again. We're going to leave the gold till last because I don't know what that is. But we're going to go silver. We got a Lexi, adult Lexi. We got a 9. 2 9.5s, 2 9s. Corner's 9. Yeah, I don't see that at all. Let me take this out the sleeve. Let's have a look. I've got to kind of be quick with this video because I've also got PSA returns coming. And so we're going to go through these corners. That's just dust on the card, actually, on the actual. It's really hard to see because their slab's just so reflective. That's not a 9 on corners. Tell me I'm wrong. That's not a 9 on corners. That's getting cracked. Yeah. Corners, centering. Yeah, centering's fair. It is off-centered. 9 in the corners, yeah, I don't know. It seems a bit. Again, on the promo card from 2021. Federico Mazzetti artwork. We also did the Great Library of Solana. Probably most famous artist in Flesh and Blood, I would say. He's definitely up there if he's not number 1. Really nice card anyway. Shame about the grade. Yeah. So interesting, actually. Both these promos got exactly the same grade. Yeah, I just feel like when grading, sometimes they just, yeah, they're not really understanding the card game. But anyway, whatever. Magic the Gathering, I don't even remember what I graded. Surface 8. Oh, this is Ephemera, the Alternative Art Mythical Archives Japanese. That is upsetting. Not 8 on the surface, because that's a 9.5 on everything bar surface, which has got an 8. So I am wondering, because it's packed fresh. I pulled this myself. I'm wondering what. Well, it's going to be hard to see surface under this condition. But nonetheless, it's an absolutely beautiful card. Shame about the grade. 9.5. I mean, would have been really nice on this one. And we got the final Flesh and Blood card. Stalagnoid. Wow. That is a really strong 9.5. Unfortunately, 9 on centering, which is probably fair. A lot of these cards, especially the extended art cards, they have quite low grades on centering. But 9.5 on the rest of it. Wow. A Flesh and Blood card with 9.5 on corners. Yeah, I don't see any difference between this corner and the Lexi. But hey, got another 9.5. So overall, we did okay. I'm kind of disappointed about all four of these 9s, to be honest. But we did well. We got 3 10s, which is a Weiss, which is standard. But we did get 3 9.5s for Flesh and Blood, which is really good. Again, it's really hard to get that on any of these. And, you know, I upgraded my Caution, which is a really good one. And these two I don't have graded anyway, so I did send off my best copies of all of those. So I think I might have a better copy of Heart of Ice, I guess. I don't know what the surface is on that. I need to have a look. Again, where it's so much of it is cold foil, it's really hard to see. I don't have another copy of each of these because they are promos, and I don't know what the adult heroes are now. It's unlikely that I'll actually pick up another copy. I just graded them because they're adult heroes, and they're the highest rarity of both of these, I believe. So it's a shame we got exactly the same grade on both of these. Yeah, maybe PCG when they open up in Europe, I'll be cracking some slabs to send over to them. That I think is, I want to try this. I want to try PCG first before I really like the slabs and that, but I haven't tried the process, so I need to kind of see how that works for me. But yeah, I definitely will be veering away from BGS, just because, I think that they've been, a pioneer in grading for so many years, but unlike PSA, they don't seem to be improving. They're grading, the amount of cards they're grading isn't increasing over the course of the years, which is strange. And I guess the argument for that is they want to ensure that they're grading quality, but they haven't scaled, they haven't reinvested any of their money in towards the business. And the only ideas they had went down in like a lead balloon, and they kind of played it off as an April Fool's, even though it was announced before April Fool's. But yeah, I think, my feelings on BGS are kind of... It's a shame, really, because for Flesh and Blood and Magic, specifically, they hold the premium. Weiss as well. I mean, Weiss is kind of divided now between BGS and PSA. I think the Black Label is extremely overrated. I think it's nice to get in cards where it's hard to get. But when you're looking at certain TCGs where 50% of the population graded at BGS is Black Label, then you kind of got to question exactly how rare that is. But they're my feelings, that's my opinion. I know a lot of people are veering towards away from BGS now. It'd be interesting to see how many people submit to BGS now than they did 12 months ago, and then kind of counter that with PSA as well. PSA are roughly grading about 1 million cards a month now, and BGS aren't even hitting 100,000. There are significantly amount of companies now that are kind of grading more cards than BGS. So it'll be interesting to see where PCG stands over the next sort of 12 to 18 months. Obviously, they're partnered with Flesh and Blood. Matt Rogers founded it. He is a Flesh and Blood player and a sort of a big name within the Flesh and Blood community. So, that kind of can be a good or bad thing. But I like what PCG are doing. I think they're improving and kind of cementing themselves within the grading world. They grade more than just Flesh and Blood. For now, I'd probably just stick to grading Flesh and Blood with them. I think PSA is probably what I graded for everything else. Generally with Weiss, if I think it can get a Black Label, I'll send it to BGS. But we've now sent, I've graded 11 10s now, all with Centre and 9.5, and the rest are grades 10. So it seems a bit strange that every single one of them gets that. But hey, maybe if I submitted direct, or if I submitted on a higher tier perhaps and not the standard tiers, they would give me a Black Label. But anyway, thanks all for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe as always, and hopefully you've enjoyed this video. And I shall have PSA returns coming up very soon. And thank you very much.